Warning, spoilies ahead.
I think we're concerning ourselves too much about cold opens now. We should go back to the natural, going like, hey, who gives a
What's the
fudge about
deal
it?
with airline food?
What's the deal with
Back,
Seinfeld jokes?
yeah.
It's like, does anybody like this? Oh. That's my impression of a Seinfeld episode. Hi, welcome to Two Guys, One Film. I'm Kano.
And I'm Raiden.
And I'm going to attempt to hold this accent the whole episode. I can't guarantee it's not going to go Cockney like they're there. So hang with me, folks, because I'm dedicated to doing this Kano accent. Hey, Raiden, happy Season 7 finale.
Right? It feels good. It feels
it?
good.
This is hard to do. Like, I don't think I'm going to be able to do this. Folks, I'm giving up the bit. Here we go. Back to Dylan. Happy season finale, Dane.
Happy season finale.
It's been a terrific season. Viewer's choice. Been fantastic. Been really fun.
It's been super fun. It honestly really has.
Yeah.
Thank you to
thank
everybody
you.
that submitted a movie to us, because this whole episode has been just super fun. It really has.
You've brought life back into our show. We were very down in the dumps. We were very given up. We were diagnosed with Gideon's disease, and you guys came through for us, and we made a banging season, banger of a season. So thank you. You brought life back into Two Guys, One Film.
And we're going out super hot
with a bang. What did we watch? This was from John.
Thank you, John. This one was the 1995 film Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat!
And hell yes, I was stoked to watch this. And I mean, of course I've seen it. But the director.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
The director was Paul W.S. Anderson. Writers Ed Boon, John Tobias, and Kevin Droney. And it looks like they're the video game writers. So that's pretty sick, Mortal Kombat. So what I thought was kind of cool about this movie is the way they tied it into the game.
It's so funny because they just are making you play the tournament of the game.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, guys, there's a ladder, and we have to go levels up of the ladder. You're going to beat different guys that are harder difficulties, and once you get to the top of the ladder, you win the game.
And apparently it's been going on for 10 rounds, and they're on the 10th round, and they're, this is the 10th tournament.
Yep.
And it's been going on for 10 times. And I guess at this point they just trick people into going.
So I don't know if
it seems
it's
like
going on
they
10 rounds. I think that you just have to win 10 in a row. And recently, the Netherrealm or whatever has won 9 in a row. Because it sounds like Mortal Kombat's been going on for thousands of years or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know the mythos of Mortal Kombat.
Well, yeah, I was trying to figure out.
For a while it was just random people winning, and then suddenly Netherworld is like, oh, we got us a good fighters, and now we're winning.
Yeah.
And if we win a 10th one, we get to conquer the realms or something. I don't know if that's the rule we have established.
It doesn't. It's like they can cross over into ours, because Outworld was a place that used to be like Earth.
Oh, yeah.
Because remember when
they took it over, yeah.
Okay, spoilies, we're jumping around. Yeah. But anyway, these people, in my opinion, are tricked kind of into going. Yeah. Well, I mean, Sonya definitely. Shit.
Yeah. It's But what sucks is like it's Shang Tsung fucking with them,
Yeah.
and then like Liu is like the only one that like willingly goes.
Yeah.
But like Shang Tsung like tricks Johnny Cage or Johnny Cage as being like Michael McDonald or whatever from fucking
Yeah.
the Doobie Brothers, and then she gets tricked by like hunting down Kano, as bait. Meanwhile, Liu is like, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna represent us because I know about the tournament.
Yeah, because he's and it's great because he's the legends, and like everybody else is like, what the hell are you talking about?
Yeah.
But so people get tricked into going except for Liu Kang, and they find out that basically it's up to them to save billions of people.
The whole world.
Yeah.
It's literally the whole world. Do like the other fighters that fight for the Earthrealm? They probably knew because they're all trained, right? Or did like everybody on the boat get tricked? Because it seems like the one dude that Johnny meets outside the boat knows what's going on, like knows the stakes. So it's like, is Johnny and Sonya just both like, well, what the fuck are we doing here? And Raiden's like, because I believe in you the most. Like, you guys are going to be the best that win the tournament. All these other people here are going to die, except for you. It's like, well, then why bother bringing all these other people? Just bring these three.
Well,
and all these innocent humans can just go home.
Because you have to make it look real. You can't
that's
just bring
true.
the most powerful people. It has to be a tournament.
Yeah.
But
you tricked
like,
us,
and then
Raiden, you cheated.
there's that whole bit where they're like, well, like if I don't accept the fight, then we can't, and I'm like, wait, wait.
This is a thing. Anyway, let's get back at her. We're all over the charts.
As I start with the synopsis, and then we start going off on tangents. I'm sorry, people. But anyway, people tricked to go and fight in this tournament to protect Earth, and the balance of like humanity's fate is in their hands, and we'll take it from there.
And all the realms,
Yeah. How many realms are there?
I don't know.
And do all the realms get to participate?
I think so. I mean, I think it's all the realms in the tournament. That's why it's the tournament.
Or do these like assholes just go around picking realms?
Or have they conquered all other realms besides the Earth realm? Who
like
knows?
what about like
once
what
again?
dick,
I don't know the whole history of Mortal Kombat. I just
like a super
pick a
dick
character
realm
and
that
fight,
somehow like has a portal into like different realms and like just goes and kicks everybody's asses and then takes over their planet or whatever.
Basically, just to conquer. I want to conquer the whole universe.
Dick supernatural karate conquerors.
Yeah.
Mixed martial arts conquerors. I don't know what they're.
But this movie's got a banging start. This movie had no right to have a song this fucking hard, just like in your fucking
right at the
face.
beginning.
Like, everybody loves the Mortal Kombat theme. You may think you don't, but like you hear that and you're just like instantly fucking pumped. And like it had no right being that good for being a video game movie. And you're just like, this song is fucking hard.
But
I learned
everybody fucking knows it.
Learned a little bit about it. This soundtrack became the first platinum EDM record.
Really?
The soundtrack to Mortal Kombat became the first EDM record to go platinum. That's how fucking hard this movie goes with its music, and it's great. Introduced to our characters, and Liu has the dream of Shang Tsung killing his brother. Woo! And his soul is mine.
It's mine.
He will be next.
What is that guy's name? Hold up.
Johnny Tsunami. His grandpa.
Anyway.
Yeah.
He makes a good villain. Like he just has like a mean looking angry face.
Yeah, he's got the cool like over the top brows that he can do.
Yeah.
And he just has that like that he can do that scary over the top talking and face, and
yeah, like he does a good Shang Tsung. I was like, damn.
Yeah. Nailed it, dude.
Yeah.
And it's just Anyway, introduced to Liu.
I want to hear that thought.
It's just so crazy how much of the game they put into this movie and it's just silly, but it works so well.
But I
Like,
mean, I feel like that's the point. It's a game,
it's
like it's an
it's
adaptation of a video game. I
so
mean,
you better put the shit in the game in the movie, all right? Like we're all used to it. But the Sonya hunting down Kano in a club, and I like she shoots a shotgun. Nobody cares. They just keep dancing.
also, was she just punching random dancers? Like,
I don't. It looked like it. She's like, "Fucking move, move!" And just like people
just
don't
like
care. They're like, "Yeah,
beating people down. Okay, well, these people are just, because it just looks like a show. There's like a band and stuff, and they're not
yeah."
like
They're
attacking her,
just
and she's just like punching the shit out of
yeah.
people.
I gotta get Kano, and then blast that dude point blank with a shotgun. Nobody bats an eye. Luckily, he had a bulletproof vest on because he was the bait. Because he was supposed to tell the information of where Kano was going. Because Shang Tsung's like, "You're going
See,
to be my bait."
I thought she killed that guy, and then she's sitting there
Yeah.
yelling at him, and I'm like,
I'm gonna get
you're not.
information out of you, even though you're dead.
I was like, why are you yelling at him? You just shot him through a window.
Yeah. So then she gets the info that he's gonna be on this boat in China this day.
Yeah.
Cut to Johnny Cage walking in on this airport hangar. And you think it's this like serious scene. He's fighting all these dudes. Like, oh shit, Johnny Cage's like a secret agent or something. He's like, this is the part
Yeah.
where you fall down. And he's like, where do we find these guys? Turns out it's a movie set. Because I don't know if you
Yep.
knew, Johnny Cage is an actor who's a very good martial arts actor.
Yeah, but
Perfect for
apparently in the
tournament.
media, they're like, "Oh, he's a faker. Look at this
Or like
fake
he's
old Johnny."
washed up because he's making dumb action movies instead of being just like a regular martial artist. It's like, hey, Jackie Chan
Yeah,
did it.
but like, how do
That's
you be
cool.
a regular martial artist?
Yeah, the guy's just using his skills to show off and make money, and he's fucking good at it.
Yeah,
But then yeah, he gets recruited by a guy he knows apparently. Turns out it's Shang Tsung.
yeah. He was.
He didn't-
I like how. Yeah, like okay.
When he does
so,
the walk, like the
Yeah.
guy does the walk away, then he does that straight walk, and then he morphs into Shang Tsung, and I was like, "Oh, that's how Shang Tsung walks. That's pretty cool."
But that like how stiff he looked and like awkward, that cracked me up. I was like, what? I was like,
Which
oh
is
yeah.
like a pretty clever way to just be able to do the special effects of morphing into Shang Tsung. It's like, all right, we'll just need you to stand straight up and barely move, so it's easy for us to like roto you out because like I don't want you to have fluid movement. So it's like just walk as
Yeah.
stiff as you can. Luckily, Shang Tsung walks like that. But let's take a minute to talk about the special effects. They also went hard on the computer generated effects for this movie. They're like, hey, let's fucking go all in. Like, let's do crazy swooping shots
I feel
going
like-
up a tower with fucking crazy textures and like.
I feel like
let's
they
have a
went all in on
reptile.
like pretty much everything.
Everything,
Like every aspect of like the video game they could cram into this. They
They
did.
fucking did it. Because, like, yeah, the effects are from 95, but holy shit, is there a lot of them. And they, like, fucking pushed it to the limit. Because it's, like, pretty fucking impressive. Like, I'm watching it going, like, yeah, they don't look great, but they're still fucking cool. Like,
Yeah,
they work well
yeah.
for the story, where I'm like, fuck it, it's cool. Like, I don't know.
Maybe it's because we played the games and stuff, and like
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I feel like I appreciated this more after I played like the GameCube games.
Yeah. Like the
I
whole,
don't
like,
know.
Deadly Alliance, where there was that
Yeah.
actual, like, hardcore story aspect to it.
Yeah,
you're
and
like,
you
oh,
could kind of
cool.
like, I don't know, it almost felt like, oh man, like it's almost like the GameCube graphics, like but a little
Yeah.
bit like better. So
Yeah.
I don't know, the setting and stuff. It's cool, like you were saying. For 95, like the way what they crammed into it it's impressive.
It's cool effects.
Yeah.
So the weird part I have with like the Johnny Cage part, I do like how the director looks like Steven Spielberg.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you gonna get me fired, oh, whatever.
I'm like, no, if that was Spielberg, he'd be like, all right, I'll find somebody else.
I'll find somebody else to do it. I'm Steven Spielberg.
And so when he's talking to this guy, Johnny, of course, is so caught up in himself because everybody has to learn a lesson in this movie, overcome their fear. Johnny's is, being a washed up actor. This guy goes, hey, it's like the top of the line tournament. If you win, they'll announce you're the best fighter in the world. my thought is like, well, then why have I never heard of it? If somebody would have won, like the media would have been like, okay, this is the best fighter in the world. He won Mortal Kombat. Like, that means it's
Seriously.
super secret. So like, that's not enticing me to go. Like, oh, if I win, everyone will know me. Well, obviously not, because I don't know who last time's winner was.
Yeah. Was it even a person from Earth?
Yeah, you never know. But
from our
he's
realm?
he's vain enough to be like, oh, fame, huh? I could clear my name and be cool. Got me.
Nice.
And then Lou goes back home because he has the dream
Well, he
his
has that
brother
dream.
dies.
Yeah.
And then he gets that telegram that's like, brother's dead, come back home. So he goes back home to the Temple of Light, where we find out he was training, and they all know the tournament. He doesn't fully believe. He thinks it's superstition. Even though a second later he goes, I'm going to represent us. I'm like, you just told us you don't really believe in it. And suddenly you're
Well,
like,
it's only
I'm gonna do
because
it.
Raiden comes, but
Well,
I mean, he still acts like, oh well, I don't believe. How do I know you're actually Raiden?
even though he announces that before Raiden even shows up. So turns out after he ran away from his destiny to America, his brother wanted to take over. And Shang Tsung kills his brother because he wants Liu Kang. So it's the best way to get him. But then, like, there was just that awkward cut of, like, he's talking to his grandfather. He's like, I can't believe you believe it. And he's like, we all believe it. And then it cuts to everyone just, like, in this crowd. And Liu Kang's like, I'm going to represent us in the tournament that I just said I don't believe in. And then Raiden's like,
Bullshit. You're not gonna be able to do it.
He does that a few times. I'm like,
and you know that he's a god because he flipped Liu Kang like a god, you know?
yeah.
Lou's coming at him and he just does the wrist flip and it's like, whoa, slow-mo, only a god could do that. And then a little lightning comes from him and it's like, he is Lord Raiden.
Oh, well, I mean, he's not gonna unleash his full god power on him.
Yeah, that's true.
He would have
but
killed. He would have killed him. Because I mean, at that point, Liu Kang doesn't know he's got like powers. At least
Yeah.
I don't think he
Like,
realizes that he's.
he doesn't know his lineage of being
Yeah.
like the descendant of Kung Lao, which was cool that they put Kung
Yeah,
Lao
I
in
was
there
like,
of
oh, that's
hey,
cool.
You're like a big fucking deal, dude.
Yeah.
But
I don't know
like,
if you know who Kung Lao is. Dude, I don't know. Your dad's a
But
pretty
you-
big deal.
yeah, you're like great grandpa is, he's a big deal. He's got a blade hat.
Yeah.
Not like
I don't know how
Blade from the Vampire Hunter. He has a hat that's a blade on it.
I don't know,
But
what would that even be?
it's just a hat with Wesley Snipes on it, like a baseball cap. That's a blade hat. Kung Lao had one of those back in the day.
That's what he wore when he wasn't
Yeah.
doing Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, Kung Lao, what is that? It's going to be huge in the future. Trust me.
He's a time traveler too. Why is time travel comes up with us quite a bit?
We love time travel. The one part it's funny is like Raiden is a typical god where Liu Kang was like, well, why the fuck did you not help my brother or save my brother? And he goes, why didn't you? I only
I
help
meant-
those who help themselves. What a bullshit fucking.
I know,
rule.
like,
hate
fuck you,
gods
man.
Who are like that. I'm this omnipotent thing that like can save you in a heartbeat, but nah, I only save those who save themselves. That's a bullshit line of saying like you got it, but I was there to help you. No, you weren't. Fuck.
And I'm
you,
like, well,
dude.
how the hell do you save yourself if someone's going to shoot you in the face with a gun?
Yeah,
you know,
well, it looks like you're supposed to die. You know.
Why didn't you
But-
save him?
like,
Why
what do you?
didn't you?
I'm like, that was a lame thing to say to him, especially since it's just like, okay, well, especially since later on, well, every man has to make his own choice.
Yeah,
he
it's
made
like
it. He
Raiden.
fucking made it.
Raiden is like going the roundabout way of teaching Liu a lesson of like fighting for vengeance is not the right way.
Yeah.
You got to overcome your fears. So I'm going to make you pissed off about your brother's death and you're going to blame yourself, but you're going to find out every man is in charge of his own destiny. He fucked up. He's going to die.
Yeah.
Very, very long roundabout way of just really making Liu feel like a piece of shit. Like, hey, I taught you a
Right.
lesson. Like
You
a
have to
typical god,
feel-
I'm going to beat you down till you feel like a piece of shit. And you go, oh, now I get it.
Oh wait, I'm not a piece of shit.
Thanks,
Like, what are
Raiden.
you- Thanks for being an asshole. I really appreciate
Thanks for
it.
being there for me, Raiden.
I mean, like, maybe he had to get him to do that so he could
Yeah.
unleash his power. I don't know. I'm giving Raiden
There's
the
a-
benefit of the doubt. I am dressed like him, for fuck's sakes.
Yeah. I do like the dock they go to where the boat's at, which was cool that it was like in China. It wasn't like, oh, it's in New York City. It's like, no, you have to go to like fucking
Yeah.
China for this. That's cool instead of being like, hey, it's in America for some reason. I just like all that random like welding and grinding going on at the dock, and they're just spraying sparks for no reason. And it's like, guys, what are we working on? I don't know. We were just told to grind metals.
Yeah, it's just
So
we're
people could
making
walk through
sparks.
it. Yeah,
that's
just so
that's
people
what they do. It's a spark factory.
Yeah. What do you guys do? We just make sparks for people to walk through and look cool.
Yeah. For music videos, backgrounds in movies, you know.
Yeah,
you
we
name
do
it.
a lot of industrial metal music videos. So, and then Johnny meets a cool guy that's also a big deal martial artist that he knows, and then he knows him, and he's reading that like tabloid magazine. He's like, "Hey man, don't worry, you're really cool." He's like, "Hey, we're gonna be best friends, and that's gonna make it harder for something that happens later in the movie." No.
Yeah. Well, what's the deal with like Liu Kang's friggin' like throwing his luggage in that? Like,
Well,
I
because
understand that was
Johnny
like
Cage-
somewhat racist a little bit, but it's
Yeah.
just like also he could have just been like, "Oh yeah, dude, I'm like in the tournament. I don't work here." Instead
Well,
of like, "Here, give me your money and let me throw your shit in the fucking water."
Lou's got to get in the state of mind of like, hey, I need to fucking win this. I can't be bullshitting with this guy. So this guy's racist enough to think that I'm just some fucking worker. It's like, thanks for the cash, peace. And I was like, "Oh, dude." Yeah, you didn't have to go that hard. I get it, but you
Like,
didn't have to
I probably would have taken the cash would have been just fine and turned around and
Yeah.
walking away. Yeah, sure. Just take the cash and walk off.
Nope, you want me to take your bags? Okay.
In the water they go, and then somehow he has more bags.
Yeah, because it's he's the Hollywood actor full of himself. He's got to have so many outfits to bring, because he's also got to learn a humbling lesson. But I like how the boat comes out of like the fog, like it's a Disneyland ride. It's coming up, and you can see like a strobe light flashing through the
Yeah.
fucking fog, and it's like, oh, this slow dragon boat with busted up sails, and let's get on.
I know. I like how everybody's just like, "Oh, there's the boat. Let's hop
Yep.
on." It's like,
And then Sonya just sneaks aboard. She doesn't even have anything else, She just doesn't even know it's going to go off. And then it starts taking off, and she's like, well, I guess I better keep hunting Kano, because this is the only thing that matters in the world, is hunting
this
this
is where I
one
saw him.
fucking dude down.
well, he like killed her partner or something.
Yeah, but like, you don't have to just jump on a boat all willy-nilly.
Well, I wouldn't. It's a spooky boat.
So then our heroes are introduced to each other, and Shang Tsung gets him in the brig or the downstairs, which whatever is called on a boat. I don't know my boat terminology, people.
Yeah, the downstairs.
He's showing him what's gonna come, but then Raiden's like,
The rules say you can't fuck with them in my realm. Because you guys got your magical power, dudes. And that's not fair.
Yeah.
even though
Oh yeah, you got these greasy dudes
yeah,
in masks.
that can shoot, ice and shit.
Oh, I was talking
And-
about the greasy henchmen guys.
Oh yeah, with the
that are apparently just also there for freezing.
yeah, they're there
purposes.
for like the examples of like, all right, this can happen to you. We got plenty of them to spare.
Can and is going to happen to you.
So then
Fatality.
Raiden gives them the lowdown, which I love. He's like, okay, come with me, and then teleports out the room. And it's like, are you going to teleport us with you? And it's like, nope,
No.
come with me. I'm like, where are we supposed to go? You just teleported out of the fucking room, dude.
Yeah. Oh, you're supposed to follow me up the stairs, and he's just like sitting there.
Yeah,
when I get
well, at
upstairs.
first they don't see him, and then he's like, I'm going to peer behind them and be like, oh, hey, what's up? I was here the whole time.
Did you guys know I was a god? Yes.
Yeah, we do now. We get it. Not everybody can just fucking teleport. We figured it out right then of like, oh, and Liu knows him.
What
Who's
was it?
this
Was
Liu
it the
Kang?
was it the lightning coming out of my eyes?
Or was it the fact that I can teleport across an entire boat?
It's a hard voice to do. The land
He's
bear.
okay. So I don't remember a lot of other stuff he was in, but to me, the way he acts in this, anyway, it's like he's a decent actor, but like trapped inside of like a wooden puppet. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's like the emotion and of the voice is coming out, but it's not followed by the face.
Yeah, like, and it's in his eyes because like I can see it. He doesn't look like he's got dead eyes when he's acting,
No.
but it's just like, what
It's
is
just
going
this
on? You
part,
like, you're like a
Because like it's the
Like
same
like
in
a wooden
Highlander,
puppet.
where it's like he's an intense actor, and in some scenes that he's just like doesn't know what to do
Yeah.
with his face.
yeah.
And Fortress, Fortress is like the only other Christopher
yeah.
Lambert movie, which that's a cool
But
movie.
But yeah, I'm sitting there watching him. I'm like, man, I was like, he's not a bad actor. What is going on?
Yeah, what are you doing? And it's like,
I'm playing a guy that shoots lightning in a video game movie. I don't know. I just wanted a paycheck.
and it's like, well,
I get it.
so there's this part that made me laugh, and I love the attention to detail of it. So, Shang Tsung gives him the speech of like, "Hey, we're going to my realm now," and does a cool teleporty thing. And when they go up to the beach, how the boats don't take them all the way up, and they just have to jump in like knee high water.
Yeah.
And at first, the noise that Johnny makes, like, "Give me a little closer, guys," and like all of his
Yeah.
luggage falls in there. But the detail I love is everybody walking in the tournament and all the extras around them, all of their pants are soaked up to their knees. Like, that's a fucking great detail of like, okay, everyone had to jump in the water, just not our main characters. But it's like, all right, everybody, go
bet
dry
you-
out your pant legs.
I bet you there's like stock footage of all of them getting out. They're probably
Yeah,
like,
just
well,
like,
let's have them. Let's film them all like rolling up to the shore. And they're like,
Yeah.
nah, that's too much. We'll just show like the main characters.
Yeah, and the background actors. But I like the attention to detail that, like, in the next scene, everyone's got wet pants from the knees down. I don't know why it just made me laugh.
Did you notice like they did? Like they'll just be random zoom ins on like skulls when there'd be like something
Yeah.
spooky. It'd be like, wah.
Just to convey that spookiness, and yet you're in a
Yeah.
different realm, and there's skeletons and dragon statues and weird
Yeah.
stuff. And
they decorate with skeletons. And, although some of them looked a little like kind of creepy, like that one that was like inside of the other one.
yeah, like there's definitely like skeletons of other realms conquered, the weird alien to us versions of like, skeletons and dragoons. We're introduced to Reptile, which like, they're looking at all the statues of
Oh yeah, they're
Mortal
walking
Kombat's
through
past.
it. Well, and also that's when they see Kitana,
Yeah. She's just sitting there staring at
and
Lou.
her and Lou have a moment.
Huh? And he's like, I got a crush on you for some reason, and it turns out it's because of my bloodline, and also because like, whoa, you're hot, wow. Oh, what's up? I'm Liu Kang. But yeah, they all keep walking by the same goofy looking statue and looking at it like, huh, I wonder what this thing's gonna do later. It
Yeah.
comes to life.
That's
It
Reptile.
looked better with its stone skin than it did with its weird like green, white, red skin.
Yeah, I
When
was
it was
like,
just
why
that
does it have to
stone
be-
texture. I was like, oh, that looks pretty good. And then he takes it. I was like, oh, that looks horrible now.
Yeah. Yeah. So like I was, if anybody in the comments can talk about the lore behind like Reptile in this movie, like is there anything else besides like was he always a lizard and then just got transformed into a person?
Like, can transform into a person. Like it was that was a wild scene. We'll get to that. That was a fucking
Yeah,
bonkers
like-
scene.
any like I'm just gonna throw it out there now. We'll bring it up again, but if you have like what the hell?
Yeah.
Like not bad, but like
Like I
I'm
just
curious.
never knew. I thought he was just the
Yeah.
Green Ninja from the games from Mortal
Yeah.
Kombat 2. Like plays the
And he
Green
could,
Ninja
like-
that spits acid at you, and he does
Yeah,
that. He has a lizard
yeah.
face, and then you're like, oh.
yeah.
Guess
Yeah,
we should have
I'm
brushed
interested.
up on our Mortal Kombat lore,
I know.
where everything with a C is spelt with a K. So then everyone's sitting around, and Shang Tsung, like the great host he is, he's like, hey, here's a taste of things to come. Let's put on a show. And then, like, brings out all his
But,
henchmen,
like,
which, like,
Get
all
the
of
fuck
these...
out of the way, and they started.
Oh! But what I love is that he puts on this show of these henchmen fighting Sub-Zero, meaning all of these dudes train to be part of the show. So they're like the dancers of this realm. They're like, I want to train to be on the welcoming show of the Mortal Kombat. I need to be a good fighter. So instead of being a dancer.
Makes sense why they're all greased up and like all jacked and stuff. They have to all look the same.
They're just
'cause
showmen.
They're the entertainment.
It's like Rockettes. They're the Rockettes of the Netherrealm, you know?
Yeah.
So
Basically,
and
like you don't really fight Sub-Zero.
You just get killed by him.
Yeah, you could demonstrate for a little bit, and then
your cool moves.
Like, can I stop demonstrating? No, he's not powered up yet.
Yeah,
keep going.
He's really just taking his time. Ooh, making this ball real slow, like, and then come flying at me, and I just turn you into fucking ice.
Ice. Yeah.
But there's guts everywhere. I saw it. Ugh.
I'm like, no, you didn't. He turned into a pretty solid chunk. It was chunks, I thought.
Yeah. And then we get the first flawless victory.
It was pretty flawless.
Yeah. Didn't get touched once. I just, once again, really going with the source material. They're like, hey, let's use the stuff from the game. Flawless victory. Fatality.
And word coming out of Shang Tsung, though, because he's scary and mean looking. So you're just like, damn.
Flawless victory. The one thing that I kind of wanted them to do, it would have made it a different movie, is every time, they did it once, but every time a character is first shown on the screen, to have the announcer guy from the game of like, Liu Kang, Sonya Blade, Johnny Cage. But yeah, they do it like once with Reptile for some reason.
Oh,
like,
yeah, that's right.
It had just been funny of like every time Katana like entered the game, you know, like it just been funny if the announcer was like every time.
Like sort of like in what was it? Was it with the skiing movie that we watched where there was like an announcer? Just out there.
It's like the random announcer guy that's doing plots of the movie. There's just the random Mortal Kombat announcer. Anytime someone shows up, Liu Kang.
Hey, if they could do it, Mortal Kombat could have gotten away with it too.
Could do it. Yeah. The practical effects of Goro were pretty fucking cool. Like, it's obviously like a dude in a suit where the body ends here, then they have like animatronics above him, but like it's fucking cool. Like to have like forearms move around and his like mouth move, like I don't know. It's
my only complaint was I really wish this was more violent.
Yeah. It's, you know, you got to
like that fight that Goro has, his first fight with that one guy.
Yeah.
I really wanted him just like rip his arms off. Like I was just like, man, I knew he wasn't going to, but I was just like, man, this would have been cool.
You got to bring the kiddies in, so
because Goro is just like so strong and like such a like huge character, and especially up against a person that's not like, you know, doesn't have any powers. Like he would have just ripped him apart.
Fucking human.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like I would have loved it to be violent. That's why you should watch the new one, because it is violent.
I will.
But yeah, it would have been better. But yeah, you got to bring little kids in to bring more money. You get the little kids to come in. So it's like, all right, we could show violence, but no arms getting ripped off.
Damn it.
I like how, so they're sneaking around. Johnny, Lou, and Sonya, they're all after Shang Tsung because he knows where Kano is. You know, he's mine because he killed my brother. It's like, no, I'm going to go too. And then they're eavesdropping on that whole Kano talking to Goro situation.
He's like disgustingly eating
the same bite of a giant turkey leg, you know,
yeah.
'cause it's a prop, so you can't really eat any of it. And like the gang goes, oh, we should get out of here, and then proceeds to just walk away loudly.
Yeah.
Like not even tipped, like, get out. And then no wonder Shang Tsung's like, we're not alone. It's like, yeah, you guys didn't try to sneak at all. It's like, let's get out of here.
Like, oh yeah, I forgot we were sneaking around. Whoops.
Whoops. No one's going to be able to hear us, even though we're like, 30 feet above them.
And then they go, they go running off.
Yeah. And then they get cornered by some people. And then Raiden shows up and it's like, lightning.
Well, no, they kick the shit out of a couple of guys.
Oh, that's right. And they're like, yeah, we did it. And he goes, did you? And then more show up with knives and
then that's when Raiden is like, nope, I'll shock your butts.
This is not the rules of the tournament.
You're lucky he showed up. We were going to kick your butts. Like, Johnny, come on. Stop being like that.
Like,
Raiden's teaching them a little lesson in humility, like just because they did one cool fight scene against some henchmen
Doesn't mean they could beat all the henchmen right now.
with
Anyway,
swords. Yeah, later on maybe, once they've learned the power of friendship.
because
they
I
can
mean
beat those guys.
he's always telling him like, well, you can't do it now.
But later
He never says like you can never do it at all. He just says, well, not right now.
you're not ready.
Yeah, you're not ready to do it.
With me being an asshole to you, eventually you will be ready.
Yeah.
Eventually.
I haven't been enough of an asshole yet.
You guys have only begun to see me be an asshole.
Yeah.
And so he's like talking to them about like the real threat they face, and that Shang Tsung has all these powers because he steals people's souls when they're dead. So to face him is like facing an army, and I like when he says that, he like looks at Lou, he's like, so remember that. And it's like, whoa, why just me, dude? Why you let me do that? To face him is to face an army, so fucking remember that.
Okay, all right.
All right, Raiden, calm down. Like, we get it, dude.
Like, well, you're gonna fight him. Mm-hmm. Doesn't matter what you want.
Remember that fighting him is like fighting an army. They all have his souls in there.
I don't know though. Like the way, like toward the end, the way Shang Tsung's acting, it's like, I think he knows that Liu Kang's gonna beat the fuck out of him. Because I mean,
Yeah.
like he's like, oh no, I'll just fight Sonya. It's cool.
Which is such okay. I want to talk about that real quick. Let's jump to the end. What a dick thing to do, to say that Sonya's the weakest fighter. To be like, all right, rules say that I can fight anybody I want, so I'm gonna fight the weakest one of you just so I can win because I'm too scared to fight Liu. That's such a fucked up thing for the movie to say, like, oh, Sonya's the weakest. I'm like, that's so fucked up.
I know. Like, what the
Is that
hell?
why Shang Tsung brought her? He's like, I think that she's the weakest, so it's like, fuck you, man. Like, that's such a rude thing to say. Like, Sonya's the weakest, I fight her. And it's like,
Yeah, like, no.
I want to win so bad that I don't want to fight Liu, so I choose her because she's a girl. It's like, man, that's so fucked up.
But like, okay, so what does Shang Tsung get out of this? Because doesn't Shao Kahn's
Well, he's like, Shao Kahn's the emperor, and I think he works with Shang Tsung works with him or for him. So I feel like he's probably going to get to, like, be the leader of what he wants to be. So, since he's the lackey of Shao Kahn, he's like, I want to rule the Earthrealm. And he's like, okay, go ahead. So,
well, okay, but you have to like, do Mortal Kombat. That's the rules.
Yeah.
That's the rules. You got to do the Mortal Kombat first.
I didn't write him. I'm just following him. I don't know why Shao Kahn sounds like that. So I'm like, hey, I didn't write the rules. I just follow them. All right, brother? Let's do things properly. If you're going to use the rules, exploit them and be like, I'm going to fight the weakest one. And you're like, hey, rules is rules.
Well, I mean, like,
And
she's not
even
like-
Raiden's like, Sonya won't be able to fight him. It's like, oh, thanks for the vote of confidence, bro. Jesus.
Well, who'd she fight?
So she fights Kano.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Well, first Liu fights just that random guy. He's on level 1 of the tower of fighting people. He's playing Mortal Kombat, the game.
Yeah.
And he's like the breakdance fighter guy. And he kicks his ass. Doesn't kill him. Everybody else so willy-nilly kills later on, but
I know.
like at the beginning, like, all right, I just beat the shit out of this guy, and Shang Tsung's like, good enough, I get his soul.
Yeah.
I was like, he definitely should have been like, finish him.
Right,
he
that's what
doesn't
I
hate
thought
it,
he
but,
was
like-
gonna. I thought he was gonna do that, and because I don't know why I remembered him like saying
He
finish
does it
him
later.
and then him just
Yeah.
going like, no, fuck you.
Because, yeah, he does it to Sonya, but yeah, like, this one he's just like, all right, I knocked him down enough, and Shang Tsung's like, good enough for me.
Your soul is mine.
Well, Sonya just kills the shit out of Kano. Give me a break, okay?
So then, yeah, Liu
That's why I
beats
don't
that
understand.
guy.
Like, how are you gonna call her like the weakest one when you?
Dude, she fucking
when
straight
she's-
up killed a dude.
And she's in like Shang Tsung was straight up like, oh well, he Kano might not look like much here, but where he's from, he's pretty much like a god because of how powerful he is, and like, but
And then she kicks his ass and
yet
breaks his
Sonya
fucking
is
neck.
is the fucking weak
The
one.
weakest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck you, Shang Tsung. You're such a dickhole. You are a villain. So
Well,
I guess
yeah.
that makes sense. I don't remember what happens, but eventually Johnny Cage fights Scorpion. Like, that's the
He just is in the forest by himself randomly.
yeah.
Like that's just the scene. I think that's
yeah,
because
he
like
just kind of shows up there, and then
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
then he gets to fight.
then Scorpion's just being like a scary ninja.
Which I love that they use Scorpion's voice from the video game.
Yeah.
Get over here! And I'm like, why would he say that in real life? Like, it's
Yeah.
goofy, but it's great. And like weaving through and like the gross thing that comes out of his hand that like is alive. And the problem I had is like, Johnny wraps it around a tree and it stops right here.
Yeah.
All Scorpion had to do is like take a step forward to give it
Right.
some more slack, and it would have got him. He's just like, "Oh, you got me," and it's just like, just take a step forward, and it would
Which
have.
also, like, now that I'm thinking about it, if would have grabbed his face and like pulled him back to through the trees, would have been really sick.
Yeah, it's like,
But then would have ruined the movie.
him up.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of your heroes is dead.
Yeah.
We'll just do that in the second one. Don't worry. The fucking Johnny Cage Scorpion fight is pretty fucking dope, though. Like, I gotta say, it's pretty fucking rad. And they even put the Johnny Cage like kick effect in there. Like in the game when he like goes to kick, there's like multiples of him. It's like a
Yeah.
little trail. So even when he's like going to kick Scorpion and Scorpion teleports, they even do like that like Johnny Cage kick effect where he's like, oh, there's multiples of him. Like, oh, cool, from the
Where-
fucking video game.
Like, where the hell did they teleport to?
I guess somewhere else in the Netherworld where it's just like, hey, here's the underground where we keep all of our rickety bridges and bones. Like,
Yeah.
fight down here in the bone garden. Like,
Yeah, I was like, where are they?
With
And then, like, how the fuck does he get out of there?
yeah, because after he beats him, he's just like, okay, I guess I'll just wander around until I find the exit.
Like,
Hopefully someone's like, hey, good job. The exit's up here, Johnny. Come on.
like Johnny Cage is fucking crazy. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I actually, I liked him less in the video game and liked him way more in the movie.
Yeah, I never liked playing him as him in the video game, but this one he's like more badass. He's doing like cool fucking flips on bars, then like flips to a handstand on a bridge and then throws himself up. I was like, oh shit, Johnny's
know.
fucking badass.
Well, like,
And he's like so willing to sacrifice himself
think-
later too, but it's like,
I think it's just like maybe it's just his like story, since like you get
Yeah.
to see it in the movie and like how he turns out to not be such a like turd in the end.
yeah. But in the game, it's just like he's like a pretty big peen to begin with. He's like, oh, he's a Hollywood star that's full of himself and a good fighter. It's like, why would I want to play as that guy?
Yeah, and he's
When you
actually a
put a
really
like a-
awesome fighter, so you know.
Yeah, but when you put a cool story behind him, like, all right, when I see
Like
it
a-
fleshed out, it makes sense. But when
Yeah.
I'm picking it in a game, I'm like, fuck that guy.
Yeah, he
This
seems
one,
like a
yeah,
tool.
fucking
I don't want to
go,
be the
Johnny.
tool guy.
This is gonna be a weird conversation. Sorry, folks. Why do we make different noises when we fight? Like, like depending on the move you're doing a different exhale. Is like the training behind using that specific noise and that amount of air, like give you the perfect amount of oxygen and carbon dioxide to use that part of your body the strongest. Like, it's just so weird to me to think about why we make noise when we fight, other than, to let out fucking CO2 when you're hitting somebody. Is it supposed to make it powerful? But they like make different ones depending on the move. Like, I thought way too hard into why we make noise when we fight while I was watching.
You're making me think hard into it. Now I'm like, well, yeah, and why is there different noises for different moves?
Yeah. See, that's why I'm thinking like they're so
Is it
trained
is
in
it like a subconscious thing, or is it like
that they actually train
Yeah,
to be
like
like,
the-
okay, when you do this punch, you go make this noise, and like
because like when you're exhaling in that specific way, I mean, like if
It
there's
makes that
seriously
punch
like a science
stronger.
behind it,
there probably is, but I'm just like, I mean, I know it makes it cool because you make sound effects in the
Gives
game,
it-
but, like
gives
any
a-
movie, like
gives a
they're
little
doing,
bit more
sound
like
effects.
weight behind that punch too.
Yeah, instead of just going like, just hearing skin smacking. And, knock it off.
You
I
stop
thought
it
about
right
that. Knock it off. Quit it.
Quit! Stop!
Stop, dude. Stop, Scorpion. Don't, dude.
Sub-Zero!
God, dude. Now you're just plain zero.
It's regular Zero.
Yeah. So Johnny's kicking his ass, and Scorpion takes off his mask, and he's that fucking like skull like in the game, and I was like, fuck yeah, dude. And he like shields himself, and then he's like cutting him up, and he's got just like, he's like a hot pocket. He's got hot red liquid coming out of
Yeah.
him, and then it's the fucking craziest explosion of a person I've ever seen in a movie. I was just like, Jesus Christ.
And then like his hand comes flying.
Yeah.
That was a crazy
Johnny's
explosion
awful.
for like a person.
Yeah, like he's like on fire, and then suddenly just like it was a hardcore. Once again, they went fucking hard in this movie. They're like, all right, we need to explode a guy. Okay, let's use like 10 sticks of dynamite. That's safe, right?
Yeah.
Who uses dynamite still? We do. We're Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, and Johnny, you better run.
Beautiful thing. You know, there's like the thing after the explosion, and his like headshot that's signed, flies into it.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it's almost like a victory screen from a video game, like Johnny Cage wins. Like I was surprised I didn't say that, but it's such like a headshot in the fire of like.
But I
his
also thought,
victory
where the hell
pose,
did that come from?
Does he just always have them on him, or was Scorpion a big fan? Scorpion had it, and he's like, dude,
"Ooh,
I'm
I
a
get to-"
huge fan. I am so honored to kick the shit out of you and kill you, Johnny
Right.
Cage.
Sort of
And it
like
was signed
in, like,
too, so obviously.
Sort of like in John Wick when like people are like excited to fight him.
Yeah. And this was signed, so obviously Scorpion went to a convention, got it signed, was super excited, and then he's like brought it with him. He's like, I can't wait to fight you one day.
He got killed by his idol.
So then Katana fights Liu, and she's giving him the cheat codes of being like, use the element that brings life in the next fight, which is fucking cheating.
Yeah.
Her and Raiden are cheating because they also plant the buckets of water. Raiden's just sitting there. I'm like, that's cheating.
Yeah, he's
to know
like,
the next fight.
I'm just having a nice little sip here.
Yep, we know what the next fight is. We're allowed to cheat, but Shang Tsung's not allowed to cheat. I'm like, dude, that's just fucking straight up like, by the way, use water in the next round because we know who you're fighting, Sub-Zero. And it's like,
Yeah.
hey, that's not fair. Remember my words. That's the cheat code. Water.
Be great. He just shows up while he's like laying there on the ground. Hey, over there, the water that spilled.
Over the water over there. Well, then she does that. So, like, him and Sub-Zero fight. Fucking cool fight scene, Kicking his ass, and Sub-Zero goes out like a bitch. He's like, all right, I'm going to take forever to energize
of
this
course
ball.
he has to
when Liu
ham it
coulda
up.
Liu could have just flying kicked me at this point. He's got this slow-ass ice force field coming out, and then Katana luckily shows up in the shadows, and he looks over and he gets that, remember my words, and he goes, oh yeah, water, and then does that cool bucket thing that makes a convenient spike that pierces him through the wall.
Freezes him.
Yeah.
Oh
For
my
some
god,
reason,
this
I
is
don't
what
know.
it's like to be frozen. This isn't fun
fuck
at
it.
all.
I'm so sorry I do this to all these people. Oh, I hate this. Oh, this is
Okay,
not
but
good.
so I'll back it up because aren't they like Sub-Zero and Scorpion slaves of Shang Tsung?
I think they are. I think they're like part of his fighting force,
Like, because I feel like they mentioned that, like they're slaves of his, and it's like all.
Yeah.
If that's the case, then were they ever not slaves and like in the
I
tournament
feel like
as well?
they were probably like previous fighters and just people from different realms, and Shang Tsung like took them over and was like, you're gonna fight for me. You're my slave now because I want to rule the world, the realm. I'm gonna use you, get all my best pieces. So it's like, yeah, I think he probably enslaved them.
So like that, I guess that makes sense. Then maybe before Scorpion was a slave to Shang Tsung, he was a really big Johnny Cage fan.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh well, man. Now I'm the Shang Tsung slave. He made me a cool skull though, but like,
I don't want to fight you, Johnny.
I was such a huge fan of yours. I'm so sorry, Johnny. That's like, what was that Karate Kid? Johnny, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Johnny. After he like, sweeps his leg,
Oh, yeah.
I'm so sorry. We get the montage of Goro just killing dudes left and right. And like this thought was in my head of like, does Shang Tsung only have to win one fight? Like, or is it when he wins, he kills all the humans? Is that when the fight's over? Is like when all of Earth's combatants are dead, that's when you win? Or does he just have to win one round? Like, I win.
See, that's what I was wondering too, because he's not like participating much.
Yeah. So it's
But
like,
he still has to fight. Is he like the boss where you have to fight him
he's
at
the
the
top
end?
of the tower, that you fight on the
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat game. So, but I think it's like once every Earthling is dead, then they're like, all right, we win. So Goro's just mowing them down. And this is when.
Well, so I
Johnny's
guess
friend,
it's not that big a deal that Katana and Raiden cheated because he's basically been doing that with fucking Goro for
oh yeah,
ever.
and getting slave like fighters like Sub-Zero and Scorpion. So like
Yeah.
Raiden and them are like, well, if he can cheat, why can't we?
So
And all we're
basically,
doing is leaving
they're
a bucket of water. It's
it's these like asshole powerful beings like using
Gods.
humans and other people or whatever from different realms as like pawns for their like
their
weird
games.
well, yeah, they're weird games of like taking over realms and stuff. Like
Yeah,
it's like
it's
a
like, all
huge
right,
war that only they wage against each other, and they just use people like us or really good fighters instead of
Yeah.
using themselves.
Exactly. It's like, well, I don't want to do the fight, so I'll just use these people that can die easily as my pawns.
You know, and
they
instead of
worship me.
having like a huge war, we fight these like rounds. We find our best
Yeah.
fighters, and then once you guys lose the 10 rounds, then it's ours.
We shake
and then
hands,
we'll just move on.
We'll move on to the next one. See you guys, next 100 years or whatever.
So like, what happens to a person or a god like Raiden if they were to win? Does he get to stay in that realm, or does he end up like having to leave? So
I
what's
think
going on?
he's the protector of Earthrealm, right?
I guess, yeah.
So I think if he wins, Earth's just safe and he's cool. That's just what he wants. So I don't know.
I'm just curious
I don't know
what would
the outcome.
happen, like the outcome of like what would happen if they lost and he had to still be there. It's like, would he fight?
I feel like
for
he
Earth?
would have been like, he would have probably been enslaved by Shao Kahn, or killed. Like I'm sure he's powerful enough to kill a god as Raiden. So like Raiden the god would have been destroyed, if Earthrealm fell. So Goro fights Johnny Cage's new friend, and fucking wipes the floor with him, just kills him. Picks him up like a badass, and you're just like, oh yeah, that dude's fucking dead. And
Yeah.
then Shang Tsung gets to cheat some more and gets the soul because he's like, hey, it's my realm. I can do what I want. I get to suck the soul into my eyeball
Yeah, like, God, dude, creepy.
because it goes straight to my brain that way, not like literally into my mouth, just sucking into my eyeball. Like the guy's like, Ghost is like, her soul trying to like crawl away, like it's fucking the movie Ghost with Swayze.
I know, I'm like, ugh.
And he gets to go into the eyeball. It's like, because it goes straight to my brain, bro. I get his power faster. Shit, yeah. Dude. Oh, you guys want a hit of this soul? Oh, that
Oh,
was
it's so
fucking
good. Psych, it's all mine.
It's all mine, bro. I'm hogging the souls, dude.
Yeah, learn how to suck them on your own, man.
Yeah, I'm sucking through the eyeball. I've been training for thousands of years to be able to learn how to suck souls through my eyeball. You guys got to work hard for it, too.
Yeah.
Fighting me is like fighting an army. Remember that, all right, brother?
He's a sorcerer. He's a powerful sorcerer.
Powerful sorcerer.
All those souls, but not your own.
Not one of your own. Whoa, Lou, you got him. Low blow, dude.
Yeah, you can tell that one hurts him too.
Yep. Ouch.
Yeah.
Ow.
Hey, man, not cool.
Whoa. That's unfair. That was unnecessary. Gosh.
Lou.
That hurt
Lou.
my feelings. Lou. God, Lou. So then, the Raiden tells them they still got to learn their lessons. And Johnny's the first one to be like, all right, my lesson is I'm not going to be a selfish asshole. I challenge Goro to save you guys, to give you a little more time or something.
Yeah, and I'm gonna
It's like,
fuck
it's
him
a
up.
death sentence. No, I'm going to win. I know it. But, it's like him sacrificing.
Like, okay, but you're
himself.
still being like you're still being full of yourself, dude.
Yeah, because thinking you
I
can
mean-
do it, but he's confident in a different way of like now he's
Yeah.
saving his friends. He's not doing it for the glory. I mean, it's still a little bit of the glory because you're still
Little
showing
glory.
off.
Yeah.
But it's okay to have a little glory, but mostly for your friends.
Yeah.
It has to come out with his sunglasses on like the video game, like a badass.
Which was pretty cool.
Yeah, and like the video game, does his signature move of does the splits and punches a pair of balls very hard.
It was awesome.
And apparently
It-
strong balls to the point where he's walking away. He goes,
He's like,
God, that
"Ouch."
hurt. Like, how
Yeah.
strong are Goro's, like, how strong are his balls that when you
He's
punch
got-
it, you go, ah.
He's got four. He's
Just
got
like his
four
arms,
balls.
one
Yeah.
for each hand,
Yeah.
We always have to bring it all back to, anatomy of a person on this show. What's their balls and genitals like? Oh, I wonder. Oh.
He punched him in the balls.
Yeah, it's like, how can you not think about it?
It wasn't like it was like, oh, we're sitting here and then just out of nowhere, like, wonder what Goro's balls are like.
I wonder what's not like under that loincloth. It's like, no, we make a whole scene about it, so of course I'm gonna think about his balls.
And that they're rock hard, apparently. But he hit him hard enough to like.
Oh. Knocks the wind out of him, and Shang Tsung's like, get him. He's like, dude, give me a second, man.
What the fuck are you doing?
Fucking balls. Like, oh, let me catch my breath and my balance here, dude. Oh, gives him enough time to run. Like, it's a pretty fucking smart move. Just like, oh.
I know it's great though, because Shang Tsung is just like, well, he just looks at him like,
dude,
oh yeah.
Oh. And like, how lucky that Goro has the same anatomy as a human male to have his genitals be down there and out of his body. At least it wasn't like,
Yeah.
So it's lucky.
Maybe it could have been like
he just
backwards.
Yeah. Could have been
Every
in his
man's
body.
the same.
All men have one weakness: their balls.
They're always on the outside.
Yep. Good place for them, nature. Let's put the two most valuable things that help us, procreate like we need to do as a base need to survive, and let's put it on the outside in the center of the body so all things just fall there. Good idea. So then what I like too is like, so Johnny is fighting him and he's doing some good blows and like doesn't take his time to kill him.
Yeah.
Like gets him on that ledge, does like a couple hits and then just fucking punch. Like no like drawn out fight scene of like, nope, gotcha, boom, and then we get a cool callback line to before. This is the part where you fall down.
You're like,
into the spooky.
Then he just
clouds.
disappears. I'm like, oh, that's scary.
How long does he fall? Is he going to hell? Is this like?
Yeah, like when you're, because it's like are they like on a floating island? It's like,
yeah, it's just like Bespin. This is when Shang Tsung does the dick move where he steals Sonya. He's like, okay, well, I enact the other rule of I choose challenger, and I choose her, and then he teleports into a big old tube that grabs him with liquid and sucks him.
Yeah,
in.
and then I'm like, why do you get to just change the rules? It seems like you just get to,
Well, he's read all the rules, so he knows all the loopholes and all the amendments of like, okay, if this ever happens, I can do this. And
So like, what in between tournaments he sits there and reads the rule book?
Well, that's not a bad idea. Brush up on your rules, brush up on your knowledge, so you know what you can get away with and know what's illegal and not illegal. So he's just.
I guess that's true.
He's just planning ahead. He's a smart villain. He knows the ins and outs of the tournament. And so then Johnny and Lou are going to go in there and save her because he can't fight her unless she accepts the fight. And so then they
Which
go
I didn't
into
know
the
was a
team.
thing either. We talked
wrote
about that
these
earlier.
rules?
Like,
Yeah. Like, who wrote these rules? Of like, all right, you could challenge someone, but only if they're like, yeah, okay.
Like, all right, I'm into it. But if they say no, then you can't fight them. And like, how does the tournament just keep going until someone's like, I'll fight you?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's just a stalemate at that point. So now they're at Shang Tsung's castle. They're gonna go get him. And Lou does that really cool thing where he's like, we're not alone, and then just grabs Reptile off the fucking thing. And then this is when it gets fucking bonkers with this fight, where he's like,
yeah, this is where it gets strange. This is where there's a few questions because it's like, Reptile, like, was he always a reptile creature, and like, could he always transform into a
I almost feel like he didn't control that part. Like he just got thrown into that body, and that body came to life because he's like also trying to get out, and those like tentacles are grabbing. So it's like this
which
body
also
got him. It's like, oh yeah, finally I got a thing I can use like as a host, and it's just like, oh shit. So then it's like a symbiotic relationship where he's like, all right, well I might as well use this kick-ass body to fight.
Yeah,
but yeah, it looks like he didn't want to be in there. It's like grabbing him. He's like, oh shit.
Yeah, it was.
Like,
I want to know more about like Reptile and like the lore that went behind this movie, because it's like, well, I guess maybe it's just that Outworld is weird.
Yeah, but
and like, what if like, okay, so, and then I had another question, because it looks like it pulls him in, he doesn't want to be in there. What if like Liu Kang like fell into one of those?
Maybe,
Would
yeah,
it
he would
also
have been
grab
like a
him, and
really
would
big
he?
old rock guy, yeah, because this thing would have been like, oh, cool, a powerful thing I can use, like, as my
Yeah.
core. And yeah, so it would have been like this giant, weird monster with Liu Kang as its heart, so it's this ultimate fighter now, you know. I don't know. I mean, the guys who made the game wrote the story, so if they put it in the movie, it's canon. Must be true, you know.
True. All right. Well,
To become the best warrior, you can defy physics. That's how you know you become a badass warrior. You
Yeah.
can do multiple kicks in the air without ever getting down. You can punch a guy so hard he flies backwards 1,000 feet. You know, so like
it's
you
pretty
become
awesome.
an ultimate warrior when you can bend physics around you. It's like Neo.
Yeah.
He's the Neo. He's the chosen one. He
Yeah.
can bend the matrix around him. Liu Kang could bend physics and fucking bicycle kick because it's in the game. You know.
Okay, but they're not doing it in with Earth physics. He's in like a completely different realm.
I think physics is physics. You know, like science.
but I
The
mean-
base point is science. You know.
I know, but couldn't like gravity or like things be affected differently in like a different plane of reality?
I mean, I guess that planet could have different gravities, so maybe it does enough to where he can bicycle kick for a few feet, you know, and then just straight up.
But then I mean, then
curb
you'd get
stomp
into like
him.
the whole thing of like there being magic powers and stuff because he does eventually like
He uses a fireball.
shoots- yeah.
and, you know,
yeah.
but just
And it
fucking.
can't. Could he have pulled that off like on Earth?
I don't know. Maybe he'll learn how to harness that power on Earth because its power's in him. It's not just on that planet. You know.
Yeah.
He just learned how to use it. So yeah, now on Earth he could start lighting shit on fire. That could be his sideshow. He's like, check this out.
Since there's not really a big Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, well, I'm not. It's like a Johnny Cage situation. Liu Kang will just get famous for using fireball magic, and then when the tournament comes back around, he's like, "All right, guys, I gotta go be serious for a bit."
Yeah. I'll be back though.
Yeah,
It's cool. I learned this sick fireball move
don't worry.
and
about
also
it.
this
I'm
awesome
pro.
bicycle kick. It's awesome.
Yeah, yeah. He fucking like stomps Reptile's head, dude. Like, oh no,
I
I
know.
don't think so, and just
Kills him.
I'm like twisting it, just that scream that he's doing. I was like,
like, all
oh,
right.
good God, dude,
All right.
you
he
got
said-
him, Lou.
He said,
You
all right.
got him.
Like, save some of that for Shang Tsung, man.
Yeah, dude. You're gonna have to clean that up the bottom of your shoe, Lou.
Woo!
Lou, your shoe. I'm so dirty with Reptile, Lou. Why did, other than for the humiliation factor, and also because Shang Tsung thinks he's this uber powerful dude, why the fuck did he put Sonya in that outfit?
That's what I was wondering.
It's so weird to be like, no,
Like,
she's
also,
my slave in this
like,
tiny.
Did he change her outfit, or did he go put this on? Why
Well,
was
like,
that like? Does he
he
have
was
like,
like, I
his
just
henchmen?
imagine
They're
him-
like, go change her.
I imagine him in this room beforehand, and they're like, "Sir, we've presented you with the slave outfits for Sonya," and he's like, I like this one. What would you like us to do with her hair? Tease it.
yeah.
Okay, sir. And they're just like, he's like, yes, this is exactly how I like this look. I've planned this out for you. It's
Yeah.
just
Now,
so
now
weird.
chain her up. It's yeah.
So classic style too. Of like, all right, chain her up. It's like this is fucking. That got weird and creepy, dude. Like,
It got weird. It got creepy, and what it felt like is a rushed. Like, what do we do with her at the end?
tie her up. I don't know.
Let's make her the damsel in distress, even though she
Yeah.
wasn't through the entire movie.
Because that we briefly
that's-
we brushed
that's-
up, but we should talk about
That's
that.
her
fight with
learning
Kano.
her lesson right there.
That you need help because you're actually weak and you're not strong, even though you single-handedly killed Kano by snapping
Yeah.
his fucking neck. And I thought you were gonna do that move from the video game, but you didn't. When you did the handstand grab, I thought she's gonna slam him, like you know that move she does in the
Yeah.
game, but she didn't. But it's fine. But still, fucking kills a dude with her legs. He's not even magic, just fucking kills a dude, and yet she's
Yeah.
the weakest one. Of like, tie her up. We don't know what else to do.
Yeah.
I don't know. She's a goyle. She can't fight. She's a goyle.
Pretty much. That well, at least that's what it felt like. And I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
well, could have done
Just,
without the
just
whole
a
like.
thing to move the plot along. That's all it was for.
That's-
It's
yeah.
like, all right. Well, we have to have Lou fight him, not her. But it's like she could have been incapacitated in a different way,
Yeah.
or she could have been like, "This is your fight, Lou. I killed Kano. You got him."
Yeah.
I don't have to do this whole like she's the weakest. I'll take her and chain
I
her
mean,
up
at
and put her
least
in
at
a...
least maybe don't chain her up like that. Leave her fucking hair
Yeah.
alone. The dress was unnecessary. Just leave her
Put her in a
what
force
she was.
field, or put her in a giant like glass container. You know, like
Yeah.
something like that.
Some
You
sort
don't
of
have to-
Shang Tsung-y force field would have been just fine.
force field of souls. Something other than just the classic like chain her up trope. You know.
Like King Kong
Yeah,
style.
exactly.
Fucking, like
Exactly. Let's put her in this primitive looking outfit and like chain her up.
yeah.
And then Liu gets his destiny. He knows who he is now. He learned about his heritage, and he challenges Shang Tsung because he's like, "I am a descendant of Kung Lao. I challenge you." And Shang Tsung's like, "Oh yeah, okay. Here's the ultimate test. I turn into your brother now, and you fall for it for way too long. Where I could have just killed you as your brother and thrown you down these spikes, but it's like, no. Let's talk about this for too long, Liu."
Yeah.
Because he is
He's like,
kicking his ass.
"Wait."
Like Liu's
Yeah.
kicking his ass for a long
Well,
time.
yeah. I mean, like he even loses a few souls in the process.
Yeah.
They just
That
like
was
escape
fucking
his body.
cool.
I was like, oh damn.
Dude, the fucking
That's when-
choreography.
That's when you see like Shang Tsung look a little bit. Whoa, dude! Oh fuck, he's
Scared,
knocking the
yeah,
souls
like-
out of me. Shit.
Oh shit, this guy's actually fucking good. Like, yeah, the fucking choreography just for this whole movie, for this fight scene alone, was like fucking hard, dude. Like, once again, they went hard on this fight. I was like, oh shit, this is some complicated shit. And he's getting souls smacked out of him. He's like, oh, now
Yeah.
the fucking souls are fighting against you because they can see that you're weak because I'm fucking awesome. Fuck you, you piece of shit.
Yeah.
And yeah, Shang Tsung does a dick move of like, Liu, it's me, your brother. You remember that time when we were kids and like we did this one thing? Oh yeah, okay.
Oh, by the way, it's your fault that I died.
Yeah, and I'm gonna distract you while these spikes slowly come out of only the dragon part of the floor, and they're just really slow. And instead of me just
Yeah.
pushing you, I just keep trying to get you. Oh, and then the guy is like, Shang Tsung also does that dick move of making all those dudes come out of the ground. Like he puts like some of his souls into those warrior dudes or whatever.
Oh yeah.
And Liu like just kicks all their asses, but thank God they fight him one at a time, you know, like instead of all going at him at once. He's just like,
Yeah,
all right,
they-
guys, my turn. He's waiting in the background. Like,
They
"And
Jackie
my
Chan
turn."
it.
Yep. It's like a Batman thing. They're like, all right,
Yeah.
wait in the background. I'll go after him now. It's just
Yeah.
like,
Don't all attack him at once.
no, one at a time.
That's
That
too
one
easy.
guy's
He'll be
I'm gonna
expecting
be
that.
the one that kills him. Here I go. Oh, dead.
That's the problem with henchmen is they all think that they're going to be that guy that takes down like.
You're not that guy.
You're not going to take
Trust
down
me,
Batman.
you're not that guy.
going to take down Luke King. Like it's just not going to happen. Anyway,
So they have the
he-
spike pit like the games, you know. And Liu does like the whole, my brother's dead. It's his own fault, not mine.
Yep, sucks to be him.
To overcome my fear, I have to kill my brother. Yeah, fireball. And what sucks is that, like, you know, once again, this could have been more violent of a movie. That he only falls on like one spike
Yeah.
instead of like multiples. You know, it's just like one in the middle, and it's just like for all these spikes, he could have been like impaled on a bunch of them. But
You know, and for all the sound effects, they could have put in a few of like the screams when they hit stuff,
Yeah.
like the "Boom!"
yeah, dead.
So he kills him. They go down there. They take they take Sonya off of her King Kong chains.
Yep. Because turns out Liu was the chosen one. And even like Neo, he was catching punches like Neo from Shang Tsung.
Yep.
I was like imagining him just doing a part where he's not even looking. He's like,
Yeah, just doing the
catching punches, you know? He's just like boom, 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 deflecting. All the souls are freed out of Shang Tsung, including the soul of Liu's brother.
Yep. And then
tells
he
him.
comes out and he hugs him. He's like, dude, I'm always gonna be with you. We'll meet again. Don't worry, you'll die someday.
Yeah. Hey, and when you die, go peacefully. I like that last words. Go peacefully, Liu, because the next time we'll see each other is when you're going to die, so make sure you die with peace. It's like, oh, great, now I'm going to just wait the rest of my life going, I can't wait for the day I die and meet my brother again. A dick thing to do, man.
Yeah. And then how do they get back to? Does it show
They
them
just
getting?
teleport back. I mean, Raiden's got the power. Maybe they take a boat back. And, you know, they just That part's
That's
irrelevant.
annoying. Raiden's got the power to teleport them back, but he couldn't teleport them there. Just
The rules of Mortal Kombat say you gotta get there by the dragon boat. You can get home however you want, but the dragon boat you have to come in on the dry ice dragon boat. That's the rules. I didn't make them. I'm just following them.
all right, all right.
And then we can
Okay.
teleport back.
They get back. They're all friends now. Also,
Everyone's celebrating.
apparently it's cool that there's a living god, on Earth. But everybody doesn't know about him. But you'd think that
yeah,
after
I think-
like somebody like Johnny Cage and fucking Sonya,
They might
how would they
spread the
not?
word.
Yeah, how would you not know that Raiden existed?
Yeah, well now, yeah, they will now. Like the Western culture is gonna know because they're like, "Hey, Raiden." They're like, "What the fuck's a Raiden?" And people are gonna do their research, like, "Oh, he's like a god."
Like,
Okay,
holy
cool."
shit, this is an actual living
And he's
god. Holy
real.
fuck.
Oh shit, this
Yeah.
religion is real. Oh fuck,
Yeah, and then Mortal Kombat becomes like a thing that everybody knows about. Now we'll be
And they make
like
a
all
video
kinds of
game
fighters.
about it. So Mortal Kombat's actually real, and we made a video game about it.
Yeah. Whoa.
This whole time,
man.
Mortal Kombat's been actually real. We even made a movie about it. Whoa. So
and
everyone's
then-
celebrating like it's the end of Return of the Jedi,
And then the
jam into
spooky,
some-
scary lightning comes.
Shao Kahn comes out.
He challenges because he's a fucking sore ass loser. But thankfully,
And then I kind of wondered about that too. It's like, so is he allowed to just? You can
he's
just
breaking
challenge
the rules. Because he's so pissed he's breaking the rules. And Raiden's like, luckily I made myself a perfect team. And we're all on a line like, yeah. Set up
yeah,
for
but you're
sequel, roll credits.
You're like, yeah, but you're the only god, and Liu Kang is the only one with powers.
Yeah. Maybe Sonya will find out she's got the power to shoot pink glowy balls that explode on people, and Johnny only has the power to slide kick and nut punch,
Yeah, but I mean, it's a good power. It worked.
Yeah. It's a solid one. It works every time on a male.
What do you do? Kick Goro in the chest off of a cliff. That
Yeah.
works too.
It works too, catch him off balance. But then, yeah, Raiden's assembled the most killer team possible. So when Shao Kahn comes in to challenge, he's like, big fucking deal. We got it.
So does Raiden know like the future then?
No, I think he's just like getting prepared. Like, I don't know. I mean, he probably assumed like, hey, I know these people are going to be able to win for us. He's like, so he probably assumed like, oh, Shao Kahn's going to be a really sore loser and they come after us. So I better find like the best of the best. Cause like, obviously this guy's going to be a little baby bitch about it and come back. So it's like, all right,
Yeah.
I better find some real good fighters then that I can take on Shao Kahn. So, which is only Liu. He's the actual chosen one. He just has friends.
Yeah.
Mortals of Earth, it's time to test your might and go to the nerdiest place you can. Where do they go, Dane?
They will go to projectnerd.com. That's project-nerd.com. And there you will find all your geeky and nerdy things. No tournaments, unfortunately. Not right now. Maybe
Well,
maybe
there'll
some
be a
other
tournament later.
maybe there'll be a tournament.
But until then, test your might, Mortal Kombat style. That's just us trying to, once again,
Tie in the movie with a
the promo.
yes.
We're working on it. It's hard with Mortal Kombat. This is not our best work. Go check out Project Hyper.
Check out Project Nerd regardless, it's awesome.
We should just start doing promos like that. It's a great fucking movie. I remember this when I was young. This soundtrack's a banger. This was one of my favorite songs to shoot people with in laser tag. I probably should have started with laser tag first. But there was a laser tag place in back home in Longmont, Colorado called Laser Storm. And they're like, hey, pick a song. And we're always like, Mortal Kombat theme. And nothing's cooler than shooting your friends with a laser gun to fucking Mortal Kombat. Sorry for that tangent, folks. Yeah, great fucking movie. Cheesy, cool effects. Cool fight. It didn't take itself seriously. It's fucking Mortal Kombat. I think I'm going to give it 8.5 souls. That's it. That's my rating.
All right. I agree with this. Agree with what Dylan said. fantastic banger of a soundtrack, like ridiculous, like fucking ridiculous. Like everybody knows the Mortal Kombat theme. I do remember this from when I was younger. It's a goofy movie, and it doesn't take itself seriously, and how could it, with like the premise? And you kind of have to know about, like, just know going into it. It's goofy, and you just have fun with it. It's cheesy and it's fun. And I think that's what it's about. And if you've played the games, and you know that a movie from this could not possibly be super serious.
Yeah.
So I will give it an 8.9 souls.
Ooh, nice. Those souls are our mine ratings.
Well, we're giving them away, so they're
That's right,
somebody's.
yeah, we're giving these souls away. Shang Tsung, you can have these souls. Yeah. Fantastic pick. Thank you, John. Don't feel guilty about this. This is
Never.
a fucking great movie. Good way to end a season. End of season 7. Thank you to everyone who sent in entries for this. We couldn't have done it without you. Like, really, we really
Thanks,
couldn't have done it
and
without you.
yeah, seriously, thanks for the support. Thanks for being fans of ours enough that we could do a season like this. Awesome.
And thank you for your thoughts and prayers about Gideon's disease. We are learning to accept it, and we are going to spend the next 60 to 65 years just living our best life and hopefully
Yeah.
doing this show.
I mean, that's all we
So-
can do.
That's all we can do. And yeah, so until next season, we'll see you guys then. We love you. For Two Guys, One Film, I'm Dylan.
And I'm Dane.
And see you next season. What a